Thank you to Tyreek Hill for delivering 6 years of excellence to my hometown, helping deliver a Super Bowl. They don't win the Super Bowl without Colin Wasp, and Wasp doesn't work against the Niners without Tyreek Hill. And yeah, there is a part of me that is a little wistful because they should have, over the last 4 years, won at least one more. It's undeniable. The first year Mahomes was starting, if Brady doesn't press the, give me roughing the passer button and then win the coin toss, the Chiefs win that Super Bowl. The next year they had injuries, and last year they blew it. So they should have won another one. But there is no going backwards. And so I will miss Tyreek Hill. However, as I was processing this yesterday, and Brew, you are my favorite person I've ever worked with and the best coworker I've ever had. But yesterday, you were not the person who I took solace in. It was Kevin Wildes.
Oh.
And Kevin Wildes, I heard your voice as I was processing all of the Tyreek Hill news. And I thought about Kevin Wildes' annoying, chirping voice. Every move the Chiefs have made over the last 2 years, he would come on and be like, well, that's not how dynasties do it. Well, that's not what the Patriots would have done. Well, that's not how Belichick for 20 years sustained success. And so amazingly, what gave me solace in the moment was Kevin Wildes, because this is absolutely how you have a 10-year plan. This is absolutely how you sustain success. The fact of the matter is this, Wildes, the Kansas City Chiefs spent a 5th-round pick and $40 million on Tyreek Hill to get 6 great years of production. $40 million and a 6th-round pick. The Miami Dolphins are now spending a 1st, a 2nd, a 4th, and a 6th, and $140 million for 5 years of potential Tyreek Hill production. So I'm good with it. I'm sad. I'm not going to act like in the very moment the Chiefs got better. But because the goal has always been multiple Super Bowls, paying Tyreek Hill $30 million as he's approaching 30 years old would be bad business. And I have all of NFL history showing me that. So I would just quickly ask Kevin Wildes, because I know this is what the altar that you pray to, what would Belichick do? Who do you think Belichick thought got the better end of this deal? The Chiefs or the Dolphins?
The 100% the Chiefs. Belichick would never do this deal. Never in a million years would he sign up a 30-year-old wide receiver, no matter how dynamic, to $30 million a year. Or is that where we're at? We're at $30 million in 4 years, 120. So yeah, Belichick thinks
He's
that
28.
You're right.
He'll be
Belichick
37.
thinks that. Oh, sorry, 28. Sorry. He was so fast. It's like the time-space continuum. You'll miss that. But, he's faster than light, so it's like hard. The time gets screwed up. So, I think that's right. I think there's a lot of short-term pain in this, though, for you as the AFC West gets stronger. In Broussard, one thing that that we try to do on this show is go beyond kind of the superficial analysis. So once I heard about this trade, I went over to Dusty's house and we dug into the cap, like you were mentioning. We dug into a lot of all 22 about the Chiefs and every team in the AFC West. And I made a little graphic here. You might have to put me on solo on what we came up with. This is me and Dusty, and we were burning the midnight oil, to be honest with you. So just real quick, and this is not the superficial analysis that you'll see other places. That's not what we're here for. So this is what Dusty and I came up with here. The Raiders, they got better. The Broncos added Russell Wilson. They also got better. The Chargers, J.C. Jackson, and the Chiefs took an L. And now this took us a long time, Dusty. I want to shout out Dusty. You should probably get a raise for this. We really crushed all all 22. So there you go. That's my analysis of the trade. So yeah, it's probably good in the long term. But so is investing in your 401k. But that doesn't make for a fun weekend.
Okay. Go ahead, Brew. Brew already mocked me on The Odd Couple. Brew made me come on his radio show just to mock me. He couldn't wait the 12 hours. Go ahead, Brew.
Well, Nick shocked me last night with that same take. I'll call it a pedestrian take that he just had. And if ever the phrase, whatever helps you sleep at night was appropriate, this is the time for it. Because my goodness, Nick clearly, you saw it on your face, on your podcast, and on the herd,
I was shocked.
how much this pained you. And now you've had many hours to figure out what in the world am I going to say on First Things First, and the Odd Couple, thankfully, you came on last night.
The Odd Couple.
And you came up with this idea. And look, you are right. The Wild said it. It's a 401k.
Of course I'm right.
Great for the long term. But next year, and you know I like the Chiefs, Nick Wright, it's on the table. It's on the table. I'm not predicting it yet. It's on the table that the Chiefs miss the playoffs next year. So
now there we
it's
go.
It's more than on the table.
It's on the table.
It's like the centerpiece.
All right? All right, so in the present, now here's what I'll give you, Nick, and I think this will help you sleep at night, too. Because I'm with you. You know I'm in this Patrick Mahomes boat, too.
Baby.
I'm in this Patrick Mahomes boat, too. I said he's Jordan-esque. I said he's got GOAT potential. And Bill Belichick, what enabled, because without this guy, Tom Brady, he really hadn't done much, Belichick. Sorry, Wilds, but it's true. All right. What enabled him to, give up great players and still be great year in and year out and manage the cap and all that with, guys that aren't big name guys was Tom Brady. And we know not only is it about Patrick Mahomes winning the AFC West, winning Super Bowls, we all have said he is a guy that could challenge Brady one day for the GOAT. Brady won Super Bowls with top wide receivers.
Sure.
Top wide receivers like Julian Edelman, Deion Branch, Troy Brown, David Givens. I mean, really, Rashae Caldwell. And so now Patrick Mahomes, who's been blessed for the first 4 years of his career to have the best wide receiver, tight end duo in the league, now he's going to have to do it with some no-names. And I like him, but that's the challenge now. If you want to become the GOAT, then the road to GOAT ain't easy. And so that's what is staring Patrick Mahomes and you in the face. So let's see if he can do it.
Since Kevin Wildes helped me yesterday, I want to help him today because Wildes said it's the centerpiece of the table, the Chiefs missing the playoffs. You make a lot of money, buddy. Right now, the Chiefs' odds have dropped all the way to where they are the favorites to win the AFC West and a touch behind Buffalo to win the AFC and the third best odds to win the whole Super Bowl. That's not my odds. That's Fox Bet, that's FanDuel, that's wherever you go. So if you think they're going to stink and miss the playoffs, there's money to be made. But I know we're going to talk about this throughout the day, but I would just, while Wildes was making, charts with MS Paint, I actually was doing research. And I would just like to give you a short list of names of guys, other than quarterbacks, who've been traded for first-round picks. And now we have the perspective of history. You tell me the team that traded away the guy and got the first-round pick who deeply regretted it. The Patriots got a first-round pick for Brandon Cooks instead of paying him. Did that work out for them? It did. The Raiders traded away Amari Cooper. Did that work out for Dallas, the team that traded for him? It did not. The Browns traded a first-round pick for Odell Beckham Jr., paid him a bunch of money. Did that work out for them? It did not. My Chiefs traded a first, a second, and a third for Frank Clark. I think Seattle got the better end of that deal. DeForest Buckner went for 2 first-round picks. I think the Niners got the better end of that deal. Jamal Adams went for 2 first-round picks. Seattle got the better end of, the Jets got the better end of that deal. Other than Jalen Ramsey, there has not been the star traded for a first-round pick and then some that was just a massive win for the team that got him. It just hasn't happened. The 2 trades people will point to, DeAndre Hopkins, because he was traded for a 4th-round swap, David Johnson in a second. Of course, that was a good one. And Stephon Diggs, that was a win for both sides. The Bills got Stephon Diggs. The Vikings got Justin Jefferson. So we can go, and there's a dozen more of these. Khalil Mack trade, was that a huge win for the Bears? It was not. So in the moment, we always say the team that got the star player is the winner of the deal. Except for me, who didn't love the Devontae Adams trade from the Raiders' perspective. I've been consistent on this. So we'll see. Maybe we'll buck history, or maybe the Chiefs are going to end up the long-term winners in this. But we'll find out.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.